Hey everybody, Scott Woodward here for the L2P Network. Today we're going to talk about bridges, stock bridges versus replacement bridge, and the difference between aluminum and brass. The two bridges that we're going to talk about today are from Hipshot. These are the A-style bridges. This is the aluminum one, and this is the brass one, significantly heavier than the aluminum. The aluminum, in theory, is supposed to give you high highs and nice medium tones. The brass is a little bit more low-end tones and medium tones. So we're going to see the difference between these two bridges as opposed to the stock bridge that comes on this fender base. Now this is a base that is a project. I have changed the neck. This is actually a Fender Squire P bass with the jazz bass pickup here installed. It's got the stock. We're going to do some comparisons. I'm going to play this one and we'll hear the tone, and then I'll put on the other two and we'll hear the tones on those, and then we can decide which one will be the best for this bass. Okay, so we've got the Fender Squire, what I like to call modified P bass, plugged in. We're using the Ampeg Micro VR head with the brand new Ampeg AV112. Now I've got the controls all set flat, volume up halfway, gain up about a quarter of the way, and we're going to see what it sounds like with the stock bridge, just playing with your fingers. This is both pickups on and the tone all the way up. So that's the fingers. We'll try it with a pick. These are fully dead strings. I didn't want to put new ones on. I wanted to see how it was going to be with actual gig strings. Fairly long sustain. Stock bridge sound. Alright, so here we have the stock bridge. I'm going to let you guys see it. Stock bridge. Yes, it's grungy. It's what comes with the bass from Fender. Now, fair enough, this is a $170 bass. So, is it going to have the greatest? No. Going to do the job? Yes. Do I want to keep it? No. So, we're going to change out and put in a new one. So what we're going to do first is we're going to loosen up the tension on the bass. Now, I am by no means a guitar tech. I can string it, I can tune it, that's about it. Any kind of setup, I usually take it to someone else. But for this video, I wanted to actually see how easy it would be to put one on, all by my lonesome. So we're going to take the strings off of this one, and I'm going to put the same strings right back on. I'm not going to put new strings on. we're going to keep these old dead ones. That way we can have a fair comparison. I could have put new ones on, but I didn't want to waste a set of strings and keeping them on and taking them off and putting them on and taking them off for this review. I'll keep these old ones on until we can actually figure out which bridge is the best, and then I'll put some new ones on. Now this fender bridge has 5 screws on it, so I'm going to cheat and take these off with my trusty screw gun. I'm way too lazy to use a regular screwdriver. Now if you have a really nice bass, I suggest protecting it a little bit from the wrath of the screw gun, just in case you slip. You don't want to mar up your finish. While I like this bass, I bought it at an auction for $50, so I'm not going to stress too much about it. Alright, there we go. Okay, so we're doing the brass bridge here, and it has 3 mounting holes. 1, 2, the third one is underneath this saddle right here. So what we're going to have to do is take this saddle piece off and mount it and put it back on. So this is the brass bridge, quite a bit heavier than the aluminum bridge and a lot heavier than the stock bridge. Alright, so we're going to line these holes up here, and these screws that they gave us, take them out of the little bag. They also give you a nice little Allen wrench to do some adjusting as well. So we'll start the screws here. One, two, three. And because I am lazy, yes, I'm going to use the drill gun. And adjust the torque down here so it doesn't screw in too tight. You want to make sure that these screws are going to be flush so that they're not rubbing on any of your strings or it doesn't come loose. Alright, so that's that. Let's put this saddle piece back in. Hopefully it's not going to be an issue. Alright. So the bridge is in. Let's string it up and see how it goes. Now this is not a string through. You just slide the strings in the end. String them up. Okay, so we've got most of the strings on here. We're just going to do the last one. I didn't think you guys wanted to watch me string a bass. We can always do another video showing how to string your bass. It should be a lot of laughs. All right. Definitely out of tune, so we're going to tune this up really quick here. There we go. We're close. Close enough for rock and roll. All right. And the strings look like they are pretty well lined up between the pole pieces. We're going to do a little quick shot here. There's some little screws here on the Hipshot bridge, and they will move the tailpiece. But it will move your string over so you can have them in between these pole pieces, which is what you want. You want the strings in between the pole pieces. That's how it's supposed to go. Alright, so our bridge is in, we're tuned up. Let's see how it sounds. Okay, so we're going to plug in on our bass here with the Hipshot A-style brass bridge replacement on the Fender Squier, what I like to call the modified P-bass. That's a nice new Hipshot brass bridge. And this is supposed to give nice meatier tones. It definitely gives a little bit more weight to the bass. So let's turn our amp on. Let's see what we have. I definitely can notice a brighter sound than the stock bridge, even with the dead pickups on it. And I've changed nothing. No, tones are still flat, bass is full out, tones up. Nice long sustain. Still going. Really nice. Alright, well, with no experience at all and hardly any knowledge of being a luthier, we were able to install the Hipshot A-style brass bridge. Now it's got 3 screw holes in this bridge. There is 4 holes in the base, but only 3 on the bridge. It's in there tight, it's in there good, set up nice, straight from the factory. And that's what we got for the brass bridge. I'd have to say it's a huge improvement. These bridges are fairly inexpensive. I think it's around $100 for the aluminum, and for the brass you need to add about 15 bucks. They come in different colors: black, chrome, nickel, the brass color, gold color. I like the brass bridge. I'm going to take it out to a gig and play it and see what we get.